People that comes around when you got it, but disappears when you don't. This is Woken Red Pill here. Brand new video, brand new topic. Now, I still have my concerns about COVID-19 being a hoax, the pandemic, quarantine, the Illuminati, New World Order. I have my concerns about that. But many cases involving situations like this, family does it, strangers does it, people you thought was a friend or even an acquaintance or someone who's a coworker does the same thing. You could be working at a well-known organization or a workplace yesterday, and then tomorrow you lose your job, and the person who said that they'll pay you back, they don't get in contact with you anymore because they heard the news, you no longer work there. So they cut all ties with you. They feel like, what is the point keeping this guy's number? And they forget that they owe you $5, $10, $20 for taking them out for lunch, for lending them money. A lot of people does this all the time, but let it happen to them, they get pissed off. Let it happen to them, they get annoyed. Let it happen to them, they wonder why. Why did this happen to me? Right? Why this happened? Why did this happen to me? What did I do to deserve this? What goes around comes around, right? The world goes around. That's what many people say, and it's actually true. What we put out there in the universe can haunt us. It could be a few years from now, 10 years, 20 years. And it hits you like, oh crap, I did this person wrong. And now look where I'm at. Now they're nowhere to be found. Because you didn't value the friendship, you didn't value their time, and you didn't value their presence. And there's many people in America today who has this mindset, okay? Many people can't tell me otherwise. We all have our ways, we have our moments, and really, if we don't got it like that to help anybody out, we don't got it. Whatever you could give is what matters. I had this conversation with one of my close friends last night, and it takes me back to think how far he has come. He was homeless. His family turned his back on him, even his own mom, right? And it boggles my mind to think that his own cousins and now all of a sudden people want to come around and talk to him when he has his own place, he has a job, he's making money, and his income is pretty well. It's average. It's better than mine, since he's working as a security officer, making over $15 an hour, and he works full time. So his income is really coming in well, and I'm really happy for him because when he didn't have anything, he was homeless, he was struggling, living in a shelter. Guess what? Many people in his family didn't really come around like that. But all of a sudden, when he has the money and the resources, he has people like his cousin wanting to take advantage of him because he brought this up, how all of a sudden his cousin forgets that she owes him money. And I'm thinking to myself, why are you even catering to your own cousin? Is because I didn't see her in a long time. I understand that. You may have close relatives who you think are the same than they was 10, 20 years ago, but then they're not. People will take advantage and they won't even tell you. You could be really gullible, and then the moment where he even thought about it, I'm like, yeah, I asked her for my money back and she pretended and act like she didn't owe me anything. And like I said, he even agreed. He realized he was being taken advantage of. He was being played and used by his own cousin. He had guys that did that to him, that just wanted to take advantage of his presence just so they could pump up their party to make it look hot. You know those people that you barely know that well? They invite you to a party because they just need you to be there. You're like a number, basically. Oh, I have like 10 people I know at work. I barely know them like that, but if I have them, then to other people, my party could be worth inviting. You know how a lot of people are now today? If you don't have the numbers, they are not going to mess with you. Same with money. You have to show it. But then they're in the wrong as well. They want to disappear because that's the only thing that they value is what you could show, what you got, what you're about. There's nothing wrong with that. But even in Hollywood, celebrities and big businesses, right? People who are very known. A lot of the times they're around fake people. When you're around fake people, it may be nice. You're living in the moment, but it's all fake. It's vanity. They're going to disappear anyway. There was no true meaning behind the friendships, and there was no friendships to begin with. And this is my advice that I told my friend. If she wasn't around when you were going through the struggles, you was in the shelter, you was homeless, right? What makes you think she'll be around when that happens again? He thought about it. He's like, you know what? You're right. I'm just going to tell her now I'm broke. And I'll just avoid her the same way she's avoiding the fact that she owes me money. Seriously. People will lose respect for you when you don't respect yourself. And that's a fact. They take advantage. I had a lot of family members that cut me off and that I choose not to even talk to at all or even mess with because I already know if I show them my new apartment, that I'm making it, I'm doing better than some of them, all of a sudden they are jealous, very envious, or now all of a sudden they want to come around and talk to me just to find out more about what I got. But you didn't care to come around to talk to me on how I was doing, how was my day going, how's my children, how's my family, partner, right? But all of a sudden, when I'm broke, it's like they disappear. They disappear. They're nowhere to be found. They exit the building. They're gone like Batman. They're gone like Nightcrawler. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. But all of a sudden, when you're making it, they hear good about you. All of a sudden, they want to come around. That's why I don't even tell my family my business or people my business like that anymore. Because a lot of people are not to really be trusted. I keep close people around that actually helped me out, and I helped out as well. That's why I'm still friends with the same guy today. We could understand each other's issues and problems because we both went through it. I would have his back like he would have my back because when he was going through crap, I did my best to help him, but I was the point was I was there in the moments when all this was happening. I helped him out. I gave him money. I gave him what I can, even though I was in a situation where I was homeless myself and I didn't even have a home to call an actual home. You could be in a relative's house, a parent's house. You're considered homeless. You don't have a home of your own. You're homeless. You may have a home for now, but it's not your home until it's your own home. Then you're no longer homeless. You're no longer homeless. For people that comes around when you got it, but disappears when you don't got it anymore, that shows you and tells you how they are. They are not meant to be around in your presence or in your life at all. Cut them off. Cut them off. Because they'll continue to take advantage and come around one day one. And I learned this for myself. And as I've gotten older, this is reality. It's sad. It sucks. You could cry about it, complain. It's not going to change it's not going to change anything. They have to choose to be genuine or not. They have a choice. This is Welcome Up here. Peace out, guys. Let me know what you think.